The 1,000 injuries of Fortunato I had borne as best I could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge. You who so well know the nature of my soul will not suppose, however, that I gave utterance to a threat. At length I would be avenged. A wrong is unredressed when retribution overtakes its redresser. It is equally unredressed when the avenger fails to make himself felt as such to him who has done the wrong. It was about dusk one evening during the supreme madness of the carnival season that I encountered my friend. He accosted me with excessive warmth, for he had been drinking much. "My dear Fortunato, you are luckily met. How remarkably well you are looking today. But I have received a pipe of what passes for Amontillado, and I have my doubts."
How? Amontillado? A pipe? Pfft, that's impossible. It's the middle of the carnival.
"I have my doubts," I replied, "and I was silly enough to pay the full Amontillado price without consulting you in the matter. You were not to be found, and I was fearful of losing a bargain."
Amontillado.
"I have my doubts."
Amontillado.
"And I must satisfy them."
Amontillado.
"As you are engaged, I am on my way to Lucchese. If anyone has a critical turn, it is he. He will..."
Lucchese cannot tell Amontillado from Sherry. Come, let us go.
"Whither?"
To your vaults.
Chase?
I have no engagement. Come.
"My friend, no, it is not the engagement, but the severe cold with which I perceive you are afflicted."
Well, let us go nevertheless. The cold is merely nothing. Amontillado, you have been opposed upon.
I took from their sconces 2 flambeaux, giving one to Fortunato, bowed him through several suites of rooms to the archway that led into the vaults. I passed down a long and winding staircase, requesting him to be cautious as he followed. We came at length to the foot of the descent, and stood together on the damp ground of the catacombs of the Montresors. "It is farther on," said I, "but observe the white webwork which gleams from these cavern walls. Intoxication."
Is that Niter?
"Niter," I replied. "How long have you had that cough?" My poor friend found it impossible to reply for many minutes. "Come," said I with decision. "We will go back. Your health is precious. You are rich, respected, admired, beloved. You are happy, as once I was. You are a man to be missed. For me it is no matter. We will go back."
The cough is a mere nothing. It will not kill me. I will not die of a cough.
"True, true," I replied, "and indeed I had no intention of alarming you unnecessarily, but you should use all proper caution." "The nitre," I said. "See, it increases. It hangs like moss upon the vaults. We are below the river's bed. The drops of moisture trickle among the bones. Come, we will go back. It's too late. Your cough..."
That's nothing. Let's go on. But let us proceed to the Amontillado.
"Be it so," I said, and again offering him my arm. "Proceed," I said. "Herein is the Amontillado. As for Lucchese..."
He's an ignoramus."
A moment more and I had fettered him to granite. In its surface were 2 iron staples, distant from each other, about 2 feet horizontally. From one of these depended a short chain, from the other a padlock.
What are you doing with a chain?
Throwing the links about his waist, it was but the work of a few seconds to secure it. He was too much astounded to resist. Withdrawing the key, I stepped back from him. "Pass your hand," I said, "over the wall. You cannot help feeling the nitre. It is indeed very damp. Once more, let me implore you to return." "No? Then I positively must leave you. but I must first render you in all the little attentions in my power.
Amontillado?
True, I replied, the Amontillado. As I said these words, I busied myself among the pile of bones of which I have spoken. Throwing them aside, I soon uncovered a quantity of building stone and mortar. With these materials, and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of the niche.
So, yeah. Sitting here with the chain on. Below the river. Alright. Let me out.
The noise lasted for several minutes, during which, that I might hearken
Sitting here
to
with
it
the chain
with
on,
satisfaction,
looking at you.
I ceased my labors and sat down upon
One
the
tiny
bones.
little bit. So, listen here, Mr. Man. Just, let me out.
A succession of loud and shrill screams bursting suddenly from the throat of the chain form seemed to thrust me violently back. For a brief moment I hesitated. I trembled. Unsheathing my rapier, I began to grope with it about the recess.
A very good joke indeed. An excellent jest. We will have many a rich laugh about this at the palazzo. Over our wine.
The Amontillado, I said.
Yeah, the Amontillado. But is it not getting late? Will they not be waiting for us at the palazzo? The Lady Fortunato and the rest? Let us be gone.
Yes, I said, let us be gone.
Well, for the love of God, Montresor.
Yes, I said, for the love of God. Fortunato! Fortunato! I forced the last stone into its position. I plastered it up. Against the new masonry, I re-erected the old rampart of bones. For half a century, no mortal has disturbed them. In pace requiescat.